When the Great Flood hit, this town lost everything. Hope was gone. But while everyone else was staring at the wreckage, one man was whispering a code that would turn him from a penniless survivor into the wealthiest, most successful man in the valley. The townspeople think he found a lucky star. They started calling him Sam the Lucky. The truth? He found a bridge from ruin to royalty. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how he crossed it. Before he was Sam the Lucky, he was just Sam. And his town wasn't prosperous, it was broken. A wave of mud and ruin had spared no one. Despair settled over the community like a thick, morning fog. But while everyone else saw an ending, Sam saw a beginning. The villagers would see him standing in the middle of the wreckage, not with a look of grief, but with quiet focus. What's he looking for? They'd sneer. Think he'll find his luck buried in the mud. They saw a man in shock, a fool who just didn't get what they'd all lost. But Sam was working from a different playbook. He whispered an old truth to himself, a phrase that would become the foundation of his new life. Discipline is the bridge from despair to dawn. For him, this disaster wasn't the end. It was the forge. Sam's luck wasn't something he found. It was something he built. It was forged from a few powerful principles he followed every single day. The first rule was simple: accept what happens. The Stoics taught him that it's not the event itself that matters, but how you interpret it. The second rule was to act with purpose. Freedom, he knew, comes from mastering yourself. So, Sam mastered his mornings. While others slept, haunted by ghosts of yesterday, he rose before the sun. He didn't wait to feel motivated. The action was his motivation. And the third rule: the past is a teacher, not a jailer. He'd often remind himself, a bad day doesn't have to become a bad week. Each sunrise was a fresh start, a chance to build on yesterday's lessons without being chained to its sorrows. His transformation didn't start with a grand plan. It started with a single stone. The day after the flood, he went to the town square, which was buried under a foot of mud. He picked up one stone and moved it, then another, and another. The next day, he came back and did it again. He spent his mornings clearing rubble and his afternoons reading old books on farming and building. He wasn't just rebuilding, he was retraining. He was turning his pain into a new purpose. While the town stayed stuck in its grief, Sam was planting seeds, first in the dirt and then in the minds of those who watched him. He understood what the Roman philosopher Seneca meant when he said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." Sam was preparing the ground, certain that an opportunity would eventually grow. For weeks, he worked alone. They just watched. But discipline has a strange gravity to it. One morning, an elderly baker, whose shop had been destroyed, saw Sam rebuilding a wall, stone by stone. That day, she brought him a glass of water. The next day, she started sweeping the street in front of her shop. Her small act gave courage to a young man who'd lost his job. He walked up to Sam and asked what he could do. Sam handed him a shovel. "Start here," he said. Before long, a small handful of people were working, their quiet effort a sharp contrast to the town's heavy sadness. Sam never barked orders. He just worked. His relentless example became the only instruction anyone needed. He was proving a powerful truth. One disciplined life can inspire many. What happened next was a slow, quiet miracle. The town started to organize. The woman's bakery was rebuilt, with a new oven they all pitched in to buy. The young man found he had a knack for carpentry and started leading a team to fix homes. Sam shared what he'd learned about farming, and soon, community gardens sprouted in the cleared-out lots. The town didn't just recover, it became something new. It became a place of shared purpose. People stopped calling Sam a fool. They started calling him lucky. They saw a thriving town and chalked it up to his mysterious good fortune. But Sam knew the truth. Luck wasn't some magical force that had picked him. Luck was the sweat on his brow and the calluses on his hands. It was the unwavering belief that action, repeated over and over, could build a new world out of the ruins of the old one. He had simply been the first to pick up a stone. The story of Sam isn't just about one man. It's a story about the power we all have inside us. The power to see a disaster as a blank canvas, to build a future from the rubble of our past. You don't have to wait for luck to find you. You can create it. If this story hit home, and you're ready to stop waiting and start building, then subscribe to this channel. Join a community of people dedicated to forging their own luck. In the end, that ancient code was really just a commitment to the present moment and a deep belief in the power of small, consistent actions. It shows us that the biggest obstacles we face aren't the floods or the failures. They're the mindsets that let them win. True luck isn't something you have, it's something you are. It's the wisdom to see an opportunity where others only see despair, the courage to take that first small step, and the discipline to keep walking. Be the hero of your own story. Be your own luck.